We are going live. We're going live. We're going live. We going live. We going live. We going live. We going live. Yo. What's up, guys? It is your boy Christopher Akira back with another live stream video. I am sorry I've been gone Monday and Wednesday. Listen, I been doing a lot, pushing my body. Sometimes your body tell you to sit down, and I had to sit down. But we back again. I do these lives. Check out TikToks. If you ain't on TikTok, check me out on the Tickety Talk. I do a pre-live show before the main show, so hit me out over there. I am sorry if there is a lag. You know how it is. I will try StreamYard. I know I promised, but I will try it again this weekend. It's just a long process to set up, y'all. It's a process to set up. Again, streaming live is totally different than recording a video and editing and uploading. It's a totally different beast. But I appreciate you guys, man. It's another live stream. It's Thursday. I'm gonna rock out with one tomorrow. I may miss 2 this week, but we're going to 3. I try to take the weekend off. So tomorrow we have another live. Today we're gonna do a live reaction on one of my favorite YouTube channels, reaction channels, playback. So we're gonna do a reaction within the reaction, kind of like Inception. And it's gonna be on that. I was trying to avoid it, but it's gonna be on the Jeffrey Dahmer situation that's going on. That's popularized on social media right now with It's popularized on social media right now with the whole Netflix. So I'm going to do a reaction video on that about people fantasizing, fetishizing, and doing all that, thinking it's sexy and cool. I'm not really a true crime type of guy, but action and detective shit, I mean, I'm cool with it. Excuse my language. And yeah, man, we're just going to dive on into it. Again, please like, comment, subscribe. We're going to dive into this video. Yeah, and that's the main topic. So we're gonna do a reaction within a reaction on how people are seeing him as sexy and cool, and are actually sad that he passed. So we're gonna dive into it. Again, please like, comment, subscribe. We here. It's Thursday. It's almost Friday, baby. Y'all, I hope y'all guys like my new little decor. Got the little pillows in the back. Got a little because I know it's been blank back there for a minute. Took me a minute. I got little lines on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Somebody come over. Oh my God, what is your sign? Point at the wall. I'm a Leo, lion, raw, all that good stuff. Yeah, so we're gonna dive on to it. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna make it do what it do. I say, baby. Get everything right, y'all. Getting everything right. Oh, multitasking, boy. I tell you now. I tell you. Again, thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for everybody who came over here from the TikTok pre-live show and on here on the YouTube main show. Woo. Man, I try to be consistent, man. This week, man, I fell off. I apologize. I don't know, last week I didn't do Monday, but I'm here. I am here. I still in the game, baby. EA. Favorite season here, fall, and we about to get into it. So, again, like, comment, subscribe. And if you want to check this back later, you can always come back, watch this video later, and dive into the comments. Joy, look at some skits, man. Look at some conversational skits. I'm coming up with a new one on Sunday. I'm gonna take my time with this one, and we gonna make it do what it do, baby. All right, let's get into the video, guys. Again, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. I like you. Subscribe and comment down below. Let's get into it.
This nigga was going around killing gay men, specifically gay black men, throughout the 90s, right? In the late 80s, early 90s in Milwaukee. The reason why he was doing it, because he's a fucking sick nigga.
Granted, I've never heard of Jeffrey until this Netflix show came out. I have never heard of this man before until this documentary. And my goodness.
Now, people say that he might do it because he's racist, but I don't really think it's that. It's just that he was in a low income environment, and every single time people would complain about him, this nigga, like, nobody would do anything because he was white and they were black, and it was like the peak of the HIV crisis with like Magic Johnson and shit like that. People didn't know what was going on. So if you were gay, they were like, "Oh, this nigga might have HIV, so I'm not about to go deal with this nigga at all because I might catch it." then also, not only did he kill them, he would like literally like make them like zombies. He would drill a hole in the back of their neck and put acid in there, reflect some things. Then after he would like let them like die for a second, he would then put their bones in acid to scrape off all the bones and shit, like the cartilage off the bone.
Whoa, this is pretty this is a pretty graphic. Again, I can't watch it, y'all. I can't. I watched the trailer few minutes before I doing this reaction, because again, I try to get some information. Again, I need to do better organizing with these reaction videos. But most of the reaction videos I do, I don't know until I'm about to go live. I have no idea. I just try to find something and go live. But that right there, zombies. Jeez Louise, Batman. Jeez Louise.
And save the bones and remaining. People would complain about the stench because he would just keep human body and flesh in his apartment, and they could smell it all throughout the apartment complex. He used to do a lot of crazy shit, bro. Like a lot of crazy shit. And then like he would get off. He would have an erotic fetish with like touching human flesh and playing with people's hearts and shit like that. Yeah, the nigga was nasty. I'm not joking either.
I feel the exact way Agents is feeling right now. I feel with a hat on. I feel the exact same way. Man.
And he would just kill black people and they said it's only 17 only, but some people feel like it's probably way more. In one of the episodes, he was kind of in a semi relationship with this deaf black guy who was also gay, and like, people felt like he was just like preying on some of the weakest links in in the community. He also did it to kids as well, like he did it to a 14-year-old. Yeah, and it was sick. So Netflix dropped a documentary on Jeffrey Dahmer. And a lot of people have had some mixed feelings about him, unfortunately. You would think, especially with his face looking the way it is right now, that people would have a complete disgust and disdain for Jeffrey Dahmer. But for whatever reason, this is...
Yo!
What?
Nigga, I thought Dexter was the limit. You watch the show Dexter?
No, it's...
Where he would cut up human bodies and shit?
Much worse.
And that was like his passion?
Yeah, I know.
I like, that's the peak of like fucking insanity.
He used to eat them too.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer used to eat them. He used to cook them and eat them too.
I just gotta breathe for a minute, because I usually don't. Again, you guys know, you look at my videos. I don't usually do videos like this, and I'm like, man, holy Toledo, Batman. What you want me to say? Oh.
No, but it's actually very real.
I know, that's
like
crazy.
They had like all the bones of people in there. He used to take pictures of them too. He took pictures. That's the other thing I meant to tell you. He took pictures of them and kept them. And so he just had them in a drawer. If any point the police just went there to search his shit, they would have found him easily. But they never went inside of his apartment complex. The reason why he got caught is because he was a black dude who and he ran around naked and stopped in front of the police with handcuffs, and that's how they finally got him, because one of his victims was able to get away. So that is who Jeffrey Dahmer is. So and mind you, this is a 10-part documentary, and a lot of which are telling some of the stories of some
10 parts, 10 episodes. My God. Oh man, this is just crazy. It is crazy. Woo.
of some of his victims as well. You would assume that finally when he died in episode 10, that you'd be like, oh my goodness, this is a great thing. He stops, right? That's what you would think, right? When he finally died,
Yes.
somebody killed him, you'd be like, goodness, it's done.
Yes, thank God.
Yeah, thank God.
He's
right?
dead.
He's done.
I wish worse happened.
But what ended up happening is that people are now having sympathy for him and romanticizing him.
No. Turn it off.
Social media, y'all. All you can say is social media right here. This is the definition of social media. My goodness, my gracious, my goodness. Wow. Just wow. I am just like, wow. Really? It's like a double-edged sword. It's like you take something that's bad happened and turn it into something that's funny. It's turning a negative into a positive. I understand. And Everybody got their everybody got their good and bad. Social media, y'all.
Turn it out. I'm not watching the TikTok edit of a serial killer. I'm not watching it.
What?
That's you make those for like soccer players.
No.
Football. No, you make those for like entertainers or like your family. Like for someone that you could love. You could potentially like, oh, I like that guy.
No.
Yo, a serial killer.
Come on, bro. Stop. Look at his receipt.
Not even good form neither.
Bro, just look at his receipt.
Come on, we're gonna celebrate.
Serious question. Is there something wrong with me because I hiked?
Just off the bat, just look at the title. I felt bad for Jeffrey Dahmer.
He felt bad for Jeffrey Dahmer. Okay, so first things first, that whole documentary was like 12 out of 10. Like, that shit was fire. Coming from someone that likes like true crime shit, right? Now, throughout the...
There's an epidemic of people, primarily women, watching these true crime episodes, and it is influencing the way they see life to the point where they're coming out with really, really bad takes on things.
I totally agree. We get so... It's become normal now just to do stuff like this. Make reaction videos. Not reaction videos, but let's say... reaction video, even on TikTok, about like situations like this. Like, it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me that this is a thing in the world today. It's like it's again, I'm a big fan of social media. Hands down, I'm a big fan of social media. But it's just come to a point where it can go so far right, so far left. Like, my goodness, man. Like, it's like you get distorted in reality on what's real and what's fake and what's not, and what's funny and what's not funny. Again, social media. That's what you get from me right now. Social media.
You saying something is fire after watching people lose their lives, like, man, that shit was so that shit was so cold, dog.
Man, that shit was
That shit
entertaining
was
as
so
fuck.
fucking, man. After I was done with that, I'm in so serious, chat. I had watched it for like after episode 5 or 6, whatever episode that was with the death man. I had to like take a day break. I was like, I can't. I had to like pause for a second. This is a lot. I had to chill out for a second, bro. Y'all speed running through a Jeffrey Dahmer series is crazy, bro. Yeah. Y'all binge watching this in 1 or 2 days. Y'all are crazy, bro.
No, this
I had to stop for a second. I was like, yeah.
I want to hear her reason why though.
I was like, damn, like, this shit is crazy. Like, that's so sad. All like the murders and everything that like he did, the way he did it. Like, I was like, damn, like, this shit is mad scary. Like, that's so sad. But I was like fine throughout the whole thing because like I watch a lot of true crime, whatever. But bitch, when they killed Jeffrey, I was like literally teary-eyed. Like,
oh my goodness, over a serial killer. Like, you're teary-eyed over someone that. Oh my god, that's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. This whole social media thing of making the wrong people look good. Oh my god. Listen, the only reason I'm doing this video because it's movie. I think it came out on September 21st, and it's October, and people are still reacting to it. It is mind blowing, mind blowing, man. This is mind blowing. Oh my goodness, she got teary eyed over somebody who ate people, ladies and gentlemen. She got teary eyed. Oh my god. Let's get back to the video.
like, I got teary-eyed. I'm looking at my
shit off, nigga. Turn that off. You're fucking weird.
That is weird.
There's no way you just said the murders, whatever. The whatever. The
It was
murders.
so sad.
They were so sad, but the murders, whatever, were so sad. But when the actual serial killer lost his life, oh my god.
And that's the effed up part. You ain't sad that everybody else had lost their life. You sad. You're not sad because they lost their life. You sad because he lost his life. Like, We living through some weird times, ladies and gentlemen. Some weird times.
God, I couldn't take it. Oh,
Yo, nah, this is not real life.
no, yeah, you're odd. And you know what's so crazy? I came in this thinking I was gonna be a little neutral, right? What are you doing?
We're awake, right?
Yes. I came into this trying to be as neutral as possible because, to be fair, the way that it's written, it is written in a way in almost like you come across as sympathetic, or at least it makes the story. It's a very well put together story, right? But I wasn't crying when this nigga died. It sounded like you weren't even crying for the other 17 people you watched die.
Oh,
Exactly.
do we live in a simulation?
Like, oh my God, like, please don't tell me they kill him. Don't tell me he died. I'm looking at myself like, bitch, what? Like, what? For some reason, like, everything that he did that was, like, absolutely horrifying, just, like, out the window. I'm literally, like, looking to my side, and I'm like, please tell me they don't kill him. I felt so fucking bad. Like, I actually felt bad. Like, it was, like, ridiculous. I'm thinking to myself, like, you should not be feeling bad for this man. Like, but I deadass didn't want him to die. Like, I was kind of pissed. I was like, what the fuck?
I would say, one, if you're feeling that bad as an audience, as someone who seen the documentary, number one, that is an amazing documentary. If you feel bad for that, because it's invoking some form of emotion that you did not have before seeing the movie. And it's creating a feeling and emotion that you have. So, one, it's a good documentary. Off the trailer, I was going. And especially people talking. It came out September 21st. It is October 6th. People are still talking about this. Like, granted, it's good and all. But I think the main thing to take away from this video right now, and this whole reaction I'm doing today, is just I ain't want to say lack of empathy, but the comfortability. I think I'm saying it right. Everybody is so comfortable now to make fun of everything and everything a joke, everything a meme in society. And I think social media, I know social media has played a big factor in that. Again, I'm a big fan of social media. It's just you got to take the good, you got to take it with the bad. It's just when you grow up with social media, it distorts your mind on certain things that seem to be common sense. Like, but I love her honesty. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta respect her for that. I love her honesty because she said, "Well, I should not feel this type of way for a serial killer," but she does. She does. It might sound crazy, but I'm gonna say it this way: you can have empathy for someone who does something wrong, someone who does something right, and someone who doesn't do it, and someone who has done something wrong, someone who has done something right, and someone who hasn't done anything at all. You can have empathy for all three, because again, we're all human. It's just you just got to be careful, man. Again, I'm a big component of social media. I'm a big fan for it. But I'm also a big fan of going outside. Like meeting people, talking to people, going on dates or hanging out with friends, like doing something in the physical world because it helps you become a more overall social individual or healthy individual in society. Because if you get all your stuff in social media all the time, you can come off like this. And not coming for her, but it's just so easy to get distorted and lose that emotional intelligence or not see, I think we call it the trees within the forest. Or the forest for the trees. Something like that. They got this sounding like a 90s R&B right now.
I ain't gonna, this is actually worse than I thought, bro. You're sexualizing this man.
Is that him?
Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah.
It's him washing blood off of his hand. That's what that was in the beginning. That shit he put in the cup is him drugging his next victim. Y'all niggas is sick, bro. I actually didn't know it was like this. This is actually very weird.
Is it that important to have?
Again, it's not weird. It's just people just don't. I would say, I'm multitasking, y'all. Again, it's not weird. It's just people. We didn't have social media in the 90s and early 2000s compared to now. Like, so it's not weird. It's just, it's not thoughtful. That's the word I would want to use.
Have like a anti-opinion. Like, can we all agree?
Bro,
we
I ain't
should
gonna lie.
all
I
be
didn't-
able to agree.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I did not think it was this bad. I thought y'all were gonna like just say the character and the story was well written, and you have a bit more understanding for him. But like, nah, y'all sexualizing this man in the act of killing people.
I need to know what the psychology is behind me finishing the series and going, I kind of feel sorry for him. Basically, in the last episode, he gets murdered in prison and he's like really silent and he just like gets battered to a pulp. Like, I totally appreciate this man is probably like the worst of the worst. No, he is the worst of the worst. He is literally like Lucifer himself. Like, it's that bad. He's a cannibal. He's a sexual predator. He drugs people. He beats them. He dismembers them. He murders them. He tortures them. He eats them. Like, he keeps their body parts. Like, he is crazy. This man is crazy. But for some reason, I feel really sorry for him. Like, oh my God. But in my heart, I'm like, I feel really sorry for you. I feel really sorry that you are that lonely.
Also, he wasn't lonely. Bro, what in the fuck? Where he was literally in an ongoing relationship in one of those episodes. He was not lonely. He was surrounded with several men all the time. He was not lonely. But the fact that y'all but this is and people think that this is the reason why they should not make series of like serial killers, because it forces people cannot discern mentally, they cannot contextualize mentally, they do not have the emotional intelligence to sit here and to acknowledge their feelings about something does not usurp the actual facts of it, or they walk away with something, especially when you make a serial killer the main character. You kind of like push aside the 17 other bodies and make them less significant than the actual person at the top, like who's actually killing him. What makes it worse is that in the series, here's what's crazier. In the last 2 or 3 episodes of the series, when they finally caught Jeffrey Dahmer and put him in jail, bro, he was receiving love letters in jail. People got his story and they just start writing to him like, "Oh my God, I love you so much. Can you sign me an autograph?"
Now that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is crazy. But you have those type of people in the world. You have those type of people in the world. I know this again might sound, it doesn't make people. One thing I've learned in my late 20s is, oh my goodness, it's been a 20s overall been a decade of growth. But what I've learned in my late 20s is the world isn't black, the world isn't white, it's gray. And it took me a long time to realize that. Like, the world is gray. It is not black and white. And you're going to have some things that are obviously to the majority of society that's positive, that's going to be light. But the other side is going to be black, dark. But it's like, if you look at it in the middle, in the gray, those people that have some form of love or empathy for Jeffrey are coming from a place where they can understand it because they have some form of similarity. Maybe not be this crazy eating people, may not be this crazy as harming people and drugging people, but they have some similarity in the form of connection, same thing you may have with a celebrity or your favorite person online. So when he said that, coming out, people sending love letters and writing notes and sending him money, I don't see those people as crazy. I just see it as another side of the human race, another side of being human. Because I try to not attack or demonize people. I try to, especially as you experience life. I don't want to say when you get older. I would just say when you experience a lot more life, you try to understand the other side. If we all can just understand the other side, even how horrible this truly is, if you can try to understand the other side, whether it's red or blue or whatever race or religion or creed that you may believe in or sexual orientation, if you try to understand the other side and have a civilized dialogue where no one's yelling at you or screaming at you or writing verbal things, I'm going to do this when you on Twitter or any other social media account, maybe we can all be better. Maybe we all can be better, not just as individuals, but as a society as a whole. But that's me just speaking right now. That's just me speaking, man. Again, I realize the world is gray, so it doesn't seem crazy to me. Again, because I'm coming from a place of empathy. But again, I have no emotional tie. If this happened to some of my family members, I would be enraged. I would be angry. But also, it's like, I can also see putting this documentary out is kind of, it's traumatizing to the victims, that family, and that survivor. But also, it's bringing awareness to a society. Like, it's happened in the late 80s. I think they say late 80s, early 90s. So this coming to a time like maybe almost 30 years ago. It's like, and it's coming out in an age of digital age with social media, streaming service. You got a different group of people reacting on something that happened 30 plus years ago. So, and also the systematic and the system, I want to say, I'm saying right, the systematic injustice or systematic racism of when Niecy Nash, the neighbor, was trying to call people, and no one came at all. And she said, I called, but no one came. It's like this all could have been prevented, but it's also the show, even though it's traumatizing to the families, it's also highlighting that, like, you didn't do your job. You failed a lot of people, a lot of families, a lot of the people's lives that were lost. Even in the trailer, one man ran away and the police escorted him back to Jeffries. I'm like, wow. So I still don't want to watch it. I don't think I got, not no pun intended, I don't think I got the stomach for it. But yeah, man. I would say from anything from this video, look at it from the gray. But if I was a family member and this happened to one of my family members, I'll have mostly anger.
And sending it back. They were sending him money in jail, all that.
I don't even know what to say.
I don't even know what to say. I'll be honest with you, I actually, this is actually much worse than what I thought it was. I did not know that there's people who are being to this level of sympathetic, and y'all making compilations of what this man was doing in the act. Bro, what is this? Anyone else secretly thinking Jeffrey Dahmer was hot? Nah.
When everyone is freaking out about how morbid the new Dahmer show is, and you're just bummed they didn't show the actual morbid parts.
Bro, these are people who really lost their lives. They're real victims. It's something that is very serious. Yeah. You all like overlooking the fact that 17 people died in that documentary, and some of you all are obsessing and sexualizing a serial killer, or the fact that you are looking at families are actually affected by this, and y'all take away from it was, man, I just feel so sorry for Jeffrey Dahmer. It's crazy, and it's further proof that, like, there's certain things, even as an adult, some of you all should not be watching, just because y'all have a hard time emotionally contextualizing a lot of things and not being able. Yeah, like even as adults, like, y'all niggas are not really thoroughly prepared yet to really be watching shit like this. Because if you are only compassionate, or you were more compassionate about Jeffrey Dahmer than the actual victims, to the point where you cried when he died instead of like the actual victims,
exactly,
something is severely wrong with you. And you going to TikTok and
again, like I said, not severely wrong. It's just the digital age we live in. It's unfortunate. Again, you got to take the good with the bad.
Asking, man, what is the? I'm just wondering about all my psychiatrist viewers out there. What is it? What is the thing called when I feel sorry for the serial killer, but not the other people who died? What is that called, bro? Just go talk to somebody, nigga. Go see somebody, cause you clearly are off mentally. Something's wrong with you. But yeah, I think it's very odd that like y'all found that as entertainment, like him chopping up people. 17 people died. Y'all just like, oh, that's entertainment. But then y'all were like really just harped on your strings when he died. Like that's when he's like, oh my goodness, man. Let us.
I don't even know what the takeaway is from this.
I'll be honest with you. That's what I'm about to say. I don't know what the takeaway of this, man.
I'll say this. That's the end of the video. The takeaway from this whole situation is we live in a digital age, digital media, social media age, and it is what it is, unfortunately. I'm glad they highlighted this so people can be aware of it. Like, stuff like this exists. Human beings aren't these perfect magical creatures. At the end of the day, humans do good things, humans do bad things. But it's the digital age we live in. I say take away from this is that there is a systematic issue in this justice system that caused all this. Like, you could have prevented a lot of murder. You could have prevented a lot of deaths. But they didn't. It's highlighting that. It's also highlighting that people in low income areas, when you asking for help and people don't come, it's highlighting that, like, be a good citizen and call the police if you hear something or see something or think something suspicious. Yeah, man, it's the digital age we live in. I would say take from this, the world is gray. It's not black, it's not white, it's gray. And the sooner you understand that, and sooner you have some form of empathy for everyone, you can think more logically on a certain situation and less emotionally. But hey, we switch it up. Tomorrow will be more interject video. But yeah, I just want to touch on this subject. Again, guys, please like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you guys. We live, we lit. It's Thirsty Thursday. Enjoy yourself. Have fun with your friends and your family. And I will see you tomorrow night on a Friday. Peace, y'all. Enjoy your night, man.